Yeah. I and this what you said kind of takes us back to that moment where you have multiple coaches yelling and coaches getting frustrated during games. Um, I think it's their unrealistic expectations that they set upon themselves as the coach of a team. Like they forget that they're volunteers. You're not getting paid for this. You're not a professional. Nobody expects you to turn every single player into an all-star. But they can't help but feel like their job is to get everybody better. And in a way it is, but more so to fall in love with the game, build confidence, making sure they're having fun, um, teaching them some life lessons along the way. Because what gets you better is discipline, repetition, attention to detail, doing things the right way, showing up on time, being a good person for your teammates, encouraging others, leadership skills. There's so many different things that you can teach and focus on and take pride in as a coach. But coaches get lost in the failure of baseball because they forget or maybe don't even know how hard the game is. There's more failure in baseball than other sports. And so if you're a coach and you're in the third base coaching box and something happens and you have all these parents watching, you almost feel like you're on display, like you're taking ownership of your team's performance.
You got to validate
Because of these,
yourself.
well, yeah, because of these
Yeah.
expectations,
Yeah.
like the
I didn't
wins and
teach him
losses.
that. I told you that in practice, Billy. That's you don't
Yeah,
do that. I did my job. You didn't do yours, you little 8-year-old.
yeah, yeah. Like it's the expectations need to be set, and they need to be reminded, and they need to keep in mind that they are volunteers, they're a parent, and it distracts the players when you're talking to them like that. So maybe have a conversation with all the parents and let them know ahead of time, like, hey guys, I'm not going to say a whole lot of critical stuff during the games because I don't believe it's the right thing. Don't think that I'm not taking note of all this stuff. I might be quieter than other coaches. So if I do take on a team and coach in my son's league, um, I'm going to make sure that's lined out. Like what I might do is, in a perfect world, have somebody else be the manager, but I can make the practice plans and all
Yeah.
that, and they can make lineups. I don't care about the wins and losses. I'd be fine if we were 2-10. That doesn't. I don't think that would happen, but I care way more about the development and doing things the right way for the players and them all getting better, getting chances to play different positions. Like some players are going to play more at short than others or second, and then some guys are gonna need more work, but they'll still get in there, and we'll continue working on things during practice. Like under the age of 11, 12, I feel like all kids should have practice throwing off of a mound too.
Yeah.
Pitch, like throw, like just let them try, even if they can't get it there, they're nowhere close. Don't not let them throw off the mound and just have 3 or 4 pitchers throw bullpens at,
Totally.
at 7 and 8 years old. Like let them try, and if they can't get it there, then they realize, oh, I need to get my arm strength better. Like, hey, well, we're gonna start playing some long toss to improve that. Like at the facility, we have our youth 360 classes. So you can have up to 10, 12 people in there. We have 2 instructors there the whole time, and everybody does performance training, hitting, pitching, and fielding together. And in that throwing rotation, the pitching rotation, they go through the drills where they're facing a target and have to turn and focus on that turn, getting it there. They do rockers, they do some balance drills, and then they all eventually back up, and all of them are on the mound throwing off of it. And there's a big bucket, and it's 30 minutes long, so there's plenty of time. Usually you play catch for 5, 10
Hmm.
minutes, not 10 minutes. And so it takes longer to have more throws, but every rep is very intentional, and there's a drill behind each one, and you end up making the same amount of throws that you end up throwing more than you would in a normal bullpen session. So that's my take.
All right. If you enjoyed that, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll have a new episode for you every single Tuesday here on our YouTube channel and wherever you listen to podcasts.